Alright, you guys, this is a video on explication, um, which basically your goal is to understand, explain, and to apply your own insights into someone else's words or writing. You're going to be asked to do this a lot this year and probably for the rest of your life. Um, but for this year, we're really asking you guys to interpret poems and all different types of text. So we're just going to start with small quotes so we get used to it. Definition of an explication: to give a detailed explanation or develop an implication from any type of text. Synonyms are clarify, illustrate, demonstrate, and construe. When reading any sort of text, your brain automatically makes implications, questions, and makes predictions. A lot of times you don't realize that you do it. You'll start questioning. Sometimes, let's say you're watching CSI Miami, you're questioning who did it, who was the one who committed the crime. So anytime you're reading or watching a show, your brain is automatically questioning or implying something. So, an example of an explication, I used a quote from 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher. That book is very, very, very good. It's about a girl who is in high school and she commits suicide and leaves some tapes behind that she's recorded right before she decides to make that decision. It's really, really good. It's done by a guy's point of view, so I highly recommend that you read it. You can't go back to how things were, how you thought they were. All you really have is now. This is said by Hannah Baker, the girl who has obviously committed suicide. In other words, Hannah is saying that you can't change the past, so you must face the present. She believes that whatever is in front of her is the most important in her life, and it is not about how she got there, but how she faces it. Tips on how to explicate. Read more than once. Always read a quote or any type of text more than once. I know you guys hear that all the time, but it's really, really good to do that because sometimes you'll pick up on something that you didn't pick up on the first try. So always make sure you do that. Underline keywords that make up your implications. You can use these words in your explications. Your explication should only be 2 to 3 sentences, maybe even only one, so really 1 to 3 sentences long, to just basically explain your text. But don't be afraid to use these keywords, but also don't just repeat the quote. Put in your own thoughts. I know you guys can summarize. You guys are great at that. But do not give me a summary of what was just said. Put in your own thoughts and your own implications and explain what you think. The next quote that I have for you is from Speak. We will be reading this book this unit, so I decided to go ahead and use a quote from this book. It's by Lori Halse Anderson. It's easier not to say anything. Shut your trap. Button your lip. Can it? All that crap you hear on TV about communication and expressing feelings is a lie. Nobody really wants to hear what you have to say. This is said by Melinda Sortino, the main character of this novel. Basically, what I'm already taking from this is she's really upset with the world. She's got a lot going on and she's not happy. So I obviously have some sort of implication from that. These are the keywords that kind of spoke to me. Shut your trap, button your lip, can it? Expressing feelings is a lie. That's a very big, bold statement right there. So I took that one for my keywords. And this is my own explication from that. In other words, Melinda feels that expressing her feelings will not help her at all. She believes that if you stop speaking, your life can become numb and your thoughts will also be meaningless. A lot of times, you guys, when you are making these explications, when you read the book and you already know the characters, you can add a lot more thought process into this. So really keep that in mind, especially because you're going to be doing this as a part of your summer reading assignment. So be prepared for that as well. Your homework with this is a three questions multiple choice homework on Edmodo. Please go online and finish that up with this video so you can turn it in and have credit.